Hello, beloved souls, and welcome to today's video. I just wanted to do a short video on 11/11. I didn't get a chance to record it yesterday. Yesterday was obviously 11/11, the portal date itself. However, I was at my son's Remembrance Day assembly where he was playing the cornet, which is absolutely beautiful. However, I don't think it matters because although yesterday was the 11/11 portal, I believe that it is open until the 1st of the 1st. So 1/1, 1st of January. So what I thought was really interesting this year is noticing how far and wide this conversation around the 11/11 portal is. It was in the New York Post. I was looking online, doing a little bit of research, kind of looking at who's talking about it. And I was really surprised to see it so mainstream. I don't think I've ever noticed it being so mainstream before, which is absolutely fantastic because that is exactly one of the reasons why there is the numerology behind 11/11 and the 11/11 portal is the growth and expansion of consciousness on the planet. If more and more people are feeling into the spirituality of these numbers and they're coming into their own awakening, that is a really good thing. So yeah, I was quite not surprised, but it made me chuckle to myself thinking, oh, this is exciting, isn't it? We really are in exciting times. So I'm just going to talk through top line 4 or 5 things about what the 11/11 portal and what 11/11 signifies, or what I believe it does. It might resonate with you, it might not. I'd love to know in the comments what resonates with you, or if you have your own thoughts around 11/11, I'd love to know. Please share in the comments below. And if you want me to go deeper, let me know. I want to keep this quite top line, and I'd love to know if you want to hear more. Or another thing I was thinking about was actually creating a separate video to share how to get deeper into your own practice, your own spiritual practice, and what can help. So just want to take a step back and go back to 11/11. Now, for me, it feels like this is a portal, an opportunity portal that is opening up to all of us. This portal is now open. Other portals that we have, like the 8/8 Lionsgate portal, 7/7 portals, they close a lot much quicker. They're not as open for as long. This is a portal that I believe really actually coincides with the thinning of the veils. We've had the thinning of the veils on Samhain, Halloween, the 1st of November, that around that date where the veil is at its thinnest. But this is the time we are coming to when we are all being called to notice and be aware of the opportunities that are coming to us, that are available to us. So focus on what it is that you want, that you desire. What is it that you desire? That's the focus. And notice when your thoughts may be drifting away from that desire. So it's really supportive to set an intention. When we set an intention, it's kind of like we focus the energy towards it. You may have heard the saying, energy flows where intention goes, or energy flows where intention or attention goes. So if we have an intention, that energy, our energy, and thoughts are just an energy, will flow towards that. If you notice yourself going off track, be aware, don't judge yourself, and then just come back to it. So setting intention really helps around this time. The other to this is just noticing what feels aligned. Whatever it is that you desire, it needs to feel in alignment with who you are and in integrity. I feel like alignment or integrity is a really important word for us in these coming years. Being really in integrity and also authenticity, knowing the truth behind the why we are setting that intention, be really connected to it, and then allowing that energy to flow and keep taking aligned and inspired action towards it. Now, the second part to this I wanted to share was, it's about, everything is really connected to our thoughts and feelings. So when we set an intention, I mentioned the thought part of it already, it's really important to bring our thoughts back to alignment to where our intention is. But the feelings part of it is incredibly important too. Because if our feelings and thoughts are not in alignment, then whatever that we are trying to manifest will be more difficult to manifest. So for example, if we're setting an intention and we're trying to do it from a place of lack, that is where the feeling and the thoughts are misaligned. There is a misalignment there, because we might have the thought and the affirmation behind that, what we want and what we desire, but the feeling behind that affirmation and desire is maybe is of unworthiness, or maybe perhaps it's of worrying or scarcity or lack. And for me, it really comes from being really true to ourselves. Really true was, what is it that I desire? And really tuning into the body to understand if there is anything within that desire that our body is feeling disconnected to. So if there's a little sense of unworthiness, and then begin to ask yourself questions on where that belief comes from. Why do I feel unworthy for this? Or you might notice a belief that is attached to it, or a limiting belief, and just going through a process of asking yourself some questions and really kind of pulling the thread of that limiting belief and getting to the core of it. So that's going to really help. That alignment of thoughts and feelings to our intention will help us to then manifest what it is that we're trying to manifest. Another thing around this portal, apart from manifestation, is that the number 1111 can also be messages coming from the other side. Maybe it's from a deceased loved one or a deceased friend, family member. So again, as I mentioned before, I really feel like the veil is very thin around this time between 11/11 and the 1st of the 1st. And we can really pick up messages. We're becoming a really clear channel for the messages that may be coming through from the other side. Again, I'd come back to, really trusting in yourself. If you're hearing messages, not like, God, what, big silly. It's just silly. No, I'm making it up. I really invite you to journal around it, to have some quiet time, create space so that you can really tune into it and begin to trust your inner voice, but also trust in the messages that may perhaps be coming through. It might not be for everyone. Messages might not be coming through in that way for everyone, but it might be for some of you. 11/11 is also a beautiful message about your own awakening process. So if you're watching this, you're very likely that you are in your own awakening process, your own awakening journey, and you may be on the path of remembering yourself, putting the different parts of yourself back together again. So, this was definitely my story when I first started actually seeing number 1111 on a regular basis, that was around the start of my spiritual reawakening. The number 1111 is also, and I love this kind of visual of the numbers 1111. You can see 1111. It's like a visual representation of our higher self and our incarnated self kind of merging and connecting with each other. So our higher self and the incarnated self are beginning to merge and connect and speak to each other and see each other or observe each other. And in a dance, I mean, I see it as a dance. That's how I'm visualizing it. The two are playing and dancing together. We need our incarnated egoic self in this third dimensional reality. It supports us. It is needed. But the ego also recognizes the importance of the higher self. And this is the dance of the higher self connection to the heart and the wisdom of the heart and the hearing of the messages from our hearts, not just through the egoic incarnated self, which kind of thinks in logic, through logical head brain activity, through the head brain mind. So it's this beautiful dance of incarnated self and higher self and heart and mind, and this lovely connectivity and merging. And that really helps our soul to begin seeing our personal truth and what we're here to do and to be, how we're here to be. So it's kind of realigning to our path and our purpose of what we're here for. The last thing I wanted to say is, setting our intention to take the aligned action, to take the inspired action. It's not about taking random action and doing, loads of random things. It's about taking the aligned action that's going to get you to where you see yourself, where you see your soul, your higher self. And as you take those steps, your purpose begins to then unfold. And I really do see it as a dance between the heart and the mind and our purpose. Our purpose is our gut brain. So we've got the heart, the head brain, and the gut all working together energetically in this beautiful dance as we think and choose our thoughts consciously and keep aligning to our intention as we hear the wisdom from our hearts and we take the necessary action towards our purpose. Then we can really begin to see what is unfolding for us and what our purpose is here on earth. And if you need any help or guidance with that, I'll drop my website details below as well, and you can jump on a 30-minute alignment call to see if there's anything I could do to support you. Okay, right. I wanted this to be a really quick message and just wanted to share that with you. Please leave any comments below and please subscribe if you enjoyed this. I'll be coming on a lot more because I'm feeling really guided to do that. So sending you all so much love. Bye for now.